this month. Well, that's that. Father never relents. Oh, Professor! Hello! Did you need something? Well, that is... I was just tossing out something I have no need of. It's important to keep our spaces clean, after all. You do well to remember that too, Professor. A clean space makes for a clean mind, or some such. Getting rid of things you have no need for is the first step to managing one's belongings in an economical way. While I'd love to help, I don't want people getting the wrong idea with me being alone in your room. Despite my family's nobility, we've never been particularly wealthy. So my father raised me to be conservative with my resources, paring down when necessary. He also encouraged me to keep my living spaces immaculate, so the two go hand in hand, I suppose. Yes, he's a good person. Even when managing our territory used up most of our family's resources, he still went out of his way to ensure my comfort. Oh, just a scrap of paper. It was already written on, so no good for note-taking. And obviously, I can't use it to clean my lance. So I tossed it. No need to hang on to inconsequential things, you know. Professor, did you come to check on me for any particular reason? Oh, well, if there's nothing important, I'll be on my way then. I still have some cleaning to take care of, after all. Talk to you later, Professor.
Huh? Professor? Please take my apologies. I lost time while I was training. There are not many chances for real fighting here. My body is more weak than it was. Weaker, I mean. I will keep training now. I hope your night is good. I need to have more training. There are things that I have not done yet. Things that have to be done. For the future. I have to try with hardness. Training, studying, socializing. I will not always be having time to do those things. And speaking the language of Fodlan, I worry I will never be doing it just right. Why? Because the position of Brigid is weak. Fodlan and Dagda are big. Brigid is a small island in the middle of them. Brigid has great beauty, but little power. We will not have, will not survive unless we get more strength. I will lead Brigid, and so I have responsibility. I have to have more strength than anyone. Having more strength than anyone might be impossible, but I have to give it my best try. I am an ally of everyone, and I have belonging at the Officers' Academy. That is also why I try with hardness. You can always be counting on me. But you should know that one of these days will be when I return to Brigid. Before that day, do not try stopping me from trying. And please, keep watching over me. With you, I can try with more hardness than I could alone.
Hello, Professor. Do you have a moment? Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me? Great, thank you so much. It's about this diagram here. I don't get why the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that. Yay, I finally get it! You really are a great teacher. I knew asking you was the right idea. I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and, well, all kinds of stuff. I'm learning more now than I have in my whole entire life. Speaking of, I'd better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training. That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing. I've never been any good at that. I have to have something to do. Like on my days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. Know what I mean? Oh, I'm so glad you agree. You'd be surprised how rare it is to find people like us. Not to mention... Oh wait, oh no! I was supposed to be on cooking duty today! Ugh, I completely forgot! Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks again for your help! Ah! Who put this stupid barrel here?
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Max Zero. We're back here with more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. As you can see, supports have started popping up more frequently. And we actually have one. Well, not really. It's Stu's birthday, so give him some flowers. And I've actually... I don't know if I showed it on screen or not, but I'm pretty sure I don't remember. But I was able to forward stuff into Wood Out Pluses, and I was like, oh, they sell blacksmith steel! However, it could just be... you had to actually go to the merchants in town in order to do that. By Garrett Mock in order to buy it, so you better hurry up and hope that you got it like the week before and all that. But it's the end of the month, so you know what that means. Time for more missions. But let's see. No certification. No. I remember now. We could take certain certifications. Even though I'm pretty sure I already mastered the class for mage, because I bought the thing for it, so we're gonna do a hard save, and hopefully we could like pass it to being something else. And you're still a soldier. I wanted to make you a brigand, but we're gonna change that later on. Because again, I got string screwed with multiple times with trying to train up Ingrid, but she's supposed to be speed, not like defense oriented. But anyways, let's see if we can make her a priest. If we can, we can. If we can't, we can't. I might do... Hey, we passed. And that's a priest. And that's mainly just so we can get, like, the miracle skill. Because that's what the priest passes on. When we've already mastered the, I put in quotes, the other skills. Because I've already bought them. Let's see, everyone's doing well, everything's fine and dandy like cotton candy. We are all over-leveled for this point in the story. It's time for our mission, and our mission is the Gautier inheritance. I was going to recruit Sylvain, I was like, you know what, nah. Anyways, let's prepare for the Gautier inheritance. I might do it for a new playthrough or not, but it depends on my mood, really.
This weather is unfortunate. Those villagers were right when they said a storm was brewing. But they were more afraid of an attack than they were of the storm. Let's end this quickly.
The thieves have taken Conan Tower as their base. There it is in the distance.
Miklan must be more skilled than your average thief to have overtaken a place like that.
This area was the site of a massive battle several hundred years ago, when invasions from the north were at their peak. This tower was built for both surveillance and defense. It will be difficult to seize it.
You know your history, Gilbert. If I recall correctly, you're from the kingdom, aren't you?
I left my home long ago. If you have any questions about the mission, I'd be happy to answer them. House Gautier has always placed great importance on whether or not someone bears a crest. Margrave Gautier has 2 sons. A crest never manifested for his eldest. It's not hard to imagine why he left and wound up in this sort of life.
There's no reason that crests should have the power to dictate someone's destiny. Don't you agree, Gilbert? He was just another victim of cruel fate. Forsaken by the goddess, who now demands his execution.
Neat. That is messed up, though. That Miklan was basically kicked out of his house because his home, his people, because his crest never manifested. Which, not wrong. And no, it's not the goddess who calls for his execution. It's freaking Rhea. Anyways, though, let's take a look at our map. We have Miklan over here with the Lance of Ruin. And he actually has, he has a steel class ability, which is kind of funny, but it's really no point because you can't steal the Lance of Ruin, even though that'd be cool if you could. Got some units over here, got chest. Let's see, who shall we deploy? It's always good to have healers, but I also want people who can move ahead further. I feel like we have a good assortment of units here. The only person, you know what? Nah, we'll keep them. Yeah, we'll keep them. I'll just throw in a different item for Ingrid because she has plus C, so a training lance will do fine, and another new iron lance, and that's fine because she has magic. And I'm pretty sure we are fine and dandy in terms of going about. I got a Wood Out Plus and all that. So let's get this battle going. Defeat the enemy commander, Byleth or Edelgard falls in battle.
The enemy is close by. We're almost to the top floor.
They have nowhere left to flee, so the situation is in our favor. All we have to do is chase them down.
Yeah, all you have to do is chase down the enemies, with them having pretty much the whole advantage of, you know, being able to take all of us on fairly easily.
Sally forward.
I do say that, but
Let's get
it's actually not that difficult to go further up this mountain. Like, again, if we do maddening mode, which I may or may not do, because there is a reward if you do it, no new game plus.
Ready.
It really just depends if I want to suffer like that. But as we do have Gilbert on this mission as help, it really doesn't matter all that much who stands in her way, because we're basically going to take him out fairly easy just with basic attacks and all that. I'm talking like this is Xenoverse and all that. Put Yuri up there, and we'll put Edelgard here so she can gain more experience. And they missed. Huh.
Now you know your limits.
I just wish like class experience could gain up like a ridiculous amount. Rusted bow, we're gonna need a 4 to repair that soon enough, but it's not gonna be that big of a deal for us. Let's go forward. Oh, come on.
The captain's in trouble. Hurry up, you fools!
Enemies approach from the lower floors. Watch the rear flank.
Yeah, is this the first time they've shown enemy reinforcements that in the main game, I want to say? And, like, we know we saw a bunch of them in Cinder Shadows, we're like, ah, yes, it's us, third wave reinforcements. Where in other games, it's just like, oh, just here, some more reinforcements, like maybe 1 or 2, but nope. They said, nah, here's more, but, yeah, I think this is like the first time in the base game where we get more enemy reinforcements. Is it? I don't know. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, probably wrong, but you are gonna go, but it doesn't really matter because Gilbert can tank like a champ. So we'll just throw Byleth down here because Byleth is also capable of taking pretty much anything that enemies throw at us in terms of damage, because Byleth is Byleth. We actually didn't get defensive screwed or anything like that. It's just like we had the luck of the gods when Byleth was a swordmaster and was basically getting strength like every other level. And it's just getting like, oh yes, here's more strength, here's more strength. Like, had 40 strength by like the end of the Cinder Shadows, and now it's like 20 plus levels.
It all comes down to this.
You ain't gonna hit me, see? that was okay. And we could get the level up here.
This is our chance.
Excuse me. Like, gosh dang, I am sleepy. So just kind of like recording videos. Crap. Recording, I say, but I was just making videos.
I cannot lose.
Which in of itself always takes a long period of time because you never know how long some of the videos are, yada yada yada. Anyways, leave my woes at gone, and look at this crate weight of the bleed out blood and the
No hesitation.
There we go. Ooh.
That is that.
And we regularly gain the experience because we really don't need it. We also don't need the key to send it to the convoy because it really is great for us. We only get kill off, bam.
I'll celebrate later.
And we'll just throw the characters up further ahead. And you want to be careful when you throw them up further ahead because guess what? There's going to be enemy reinforcements.
Did the trick.
I wonder if you could change the difficulty to maddening mode. I know you could. I know, like in other games, you could change the difficulty up or down. I can't remember if you could change it up to maddening. If we get too high to low, you're like, you know what? I want it to be more difficult, and I hate.
Let's think carefully.
Oh, wow, you see the horses jump. He's like, you're not good. Alright, well. I'm okay with Violet being left in the back a bit because you can just kind of do this Armor Slayer, which we don't really need. Well, actually, no, you can really use an Armor Slayer. You do need an Armor Slayer, though. Hey, we got a level up of Felix by... Oh, wow.
I haven't.
And like I said, we're already closing in on a pretty high level of strength for Felix. Being strength screwed can do that to a character. Anyways, you love Felix.
Thanks.
And Constance is already on the verge of leveling up again. Like, everyone's like just so much. Well, no, I would say like ridiculously higher level, like we were the first couple of months. Like we're alright, low 13, all that, all 9. Alright, now I got mages. Alright, now he might need some help because we're going further on ahead and Gilbert might actually die.
This is my duty.
Gilbert, you're gonna die if you stay there. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw you ahead. Alright, I throw you over ahead. Alright, so I guess they're not gonna spawn. Usually though, enemies are gonna spawn here near the end, depending on how far you go up, so let's see. Just gonna do this. And we're gonna see. Yep, there we go. Now they
Here
spawn.
we go. Attack them from both sides.
It's an ambush.
Yeah, I was thinking they would show up earlier than that, but I don't know. But no, they only show up after you end your turn, which is kind of... At least it's not like awakening levels of BS, where they would spawn and then also attack. But hey, at least with that, you could like farm out levels. But the good thing is though, we could just attack from a distance and you don't take them out. Alright. Bam! There you go.
You weren't ready.
Get Felix in there to do major damage. Oh, I really was not paying attention. That was Yuri. I threw Felix in earlier. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. You are going to be up here, so that way you... Which... Bow archer's like right there, let the friend... Well, whatever. Wow. It's fast. Hey, we still think about it,
Didn't you
which is
hear?
good for us.
I'm dangerous.
We're almost maxed out on one skill class, so that's fine for us. It's just funny, like, it's just like...
Your defeat was inevitable.
like, they tap you with the sword.
I
and,
won't
like,
forget all
yeah,
I've
that's what
learned.
happens. Haze slice, that's... Like, what is that? Haze slice? That sounds awkward already, but whatever. Attack names aside, let's hurry up and move forward. I'm gonna... Are you kidding me? More?
This is our chance.
Still to hit us.
Now's our chance.
They're just jumping Gilbert, and Gilbert as absolute mad lad is actually
Let's think
easily
carefully.
well, There we go. Gilbert's gone. That's it. Game over, man. You gotta get on back.
I have yet to be forgiven.
Yeah, see, it's just like... Alright, so what Violet's gonna do is that Violet's just gonna hang back, and we're gonna just throw on the Sword of Creator. And the Sword of Creator is just gonna help us, like, defeat the enemies the hell of that. Anyway, do that. As a priest, attack, soldier,
I aim
almost
for
done.
greatness.
And we'll attack with the Wu down.
Let's dance.
And we get another crit. Way to go,
Distract
you.
I'm glad I can count on you.
Alright. Oh, I forgot there was one right there. I actually completely forgot about it. We'll throw Constance in for the attack. With Fireball. That is ridiculous.
I shall
So,
not,
gosh
but
dang.
your day is past.
Alright, though. So just throw him over here. We have a unit over there we can attack, but what does this armor knight have? He has an accuracy read, which is good. Like, you throw that on the axe unit, that does... It doesn't do major damage, but it actually helps him a lot, because axes are, like, some of the most inaccurate weapons that, alongside, like, dark magic. Alright, what the propose to make short words of you? Alright, come on. That's all true. It is. And I would expect
Gotta
another
use your
one.
head sometime.
Alright, now you die. You want to slow me down? Now you die. Alright, okay.
Each battle a chance to grow.
Oh look, she now has C+.
I think it's coming along.
And I've been abusing, like, trying to abuse, like, the sauna mechanic to make sure, like, the students learn more in, like, the houses, but it's like, oh, I also want to train up Violet so we can get more. Oh, hey! Level 14 for Anna? Yeah, I guess, nope, of course not.
If only sales were this good.
Yeah, if only sales were this good. Anyways, throw everyone forward a bit.
Thank you.
And I need to increase Annette's authority, because she'll actually, we can make Annette a rally bot with maybe like one
Super grateful.
attack, so that way she can just do more damage, because she learns a lot of rallies. And so we get magic up, which I think is fine. Heal you up, so we can get more faith. And also come closer to maxing out the class, so which is good.
This is our chance.
Oh, come on! Stop trying to hit us with gambits. Take it. Come on! Sick of these gambits. Alright, like, you wanna fight? You won't get this work. Wu Dao. Nothing!
As expected.
Oh, Marianne got a level up too. I guess, like, if you're an adjunct professor, it counts like if you're there as well, so Marianne actually gains a lot more experience. So, let's see, who's in our way? Alright, let's throw Felix right there. We throw in Leone as well. Heal up. That way we can get more... We can finally start to, like, max out Monk, I believe, is what we're on. Monk or Maze, I can't remember which it is. Do that. Put you right there. Alright. And put you right there. So that way we can avoid the bow user. Aha! Take out that road.
Another win.
Because they foolishly thought they could take us. And they can hit us at the very least. It's really not that big of a deal. Just like, oh well.
Nice try.
There's no damage. Leone just takes it like a champ. Take it with her chest. You hit me? Oh, you get
No
crit.
hesitation.
It's like the first one is to let you know,
That is that.
alright, you survived the first hit. You're not going to survive the second hit. Make of that what you will, if they're saying of like, oh, that's kind of messed up as like a psychological thing. It's like, I hit you once to let you know that you're not going to survive for the second hit. We'll most certainly hit you. If we get, I was about to say, can we get a crit, but nah. We'll throw Felix in. Get the damage. I've got a lot of
Next
damage,
time, bring
really.
your
It's ridiculous
friends.
how much damage that is. And we're doing this to get classic points because they actually can't hurt Leone
How do you
because
like that?
she's got actually very lucky with their defensive growth, I think. Got 15 defense. And we're gonna put Constance a bit down there. Happy right here. Just move everyone I've noticed that there's only like 1 or 2 of those like yellow spots per map. Make of that what you will. It's like people actually being careful. Oh wow, they actually can hit us because they got iron bow. Oh wow. That one's moving forward, and we're gonna move Violet forward because we can't rely on Gilbert to come closer and help us because the man got jumped by like 100 people. Make that what you will. It's like, yeah, he got knocked out and had to retreat, but he got jumped by like 100 people. I think that says more about him than it says about anything else. Because like, oh wow, it took 100 people to knock him out. Alright, move forward. Move forward ever so slightly because we have low move rates. Yeah, just having Leonie take some damage, but it's actually fine in my case because most of the time she'll be able to take it fairly well. Alright, move that up there. And we should be able to move in here and get a kill with just fire. Wow, no. This man's just taking it, everything, but advantage should take it. Yeah, there we go.
Nighty-night.
And she got an accuracy ring, which will improve.
Yeah, so nice of you.
That will improve dark magic because dark magic actually has very low accuracy. Looks like you right there, you right there. Just move everyone forward ever so slightly. It's just like these maps can be really not long. Like maybe long for like your typical fights, but it's actually not that difficult. Like the auxiliary battles is look at that damage. It's 24. Let's do that. Vulnerary to the convoy. Force that one to go further in. And just Violet's all the way back here, just slowly making his way because we have to take care of the 50 million reinforcements. Let's do this. We don't kill any of these. Let's see. Well, we need a magic user to deal with you. That's Ingrid, not Constance. And double fire should you.
Do you see where you went wrong?
Send Vulnerary to the convoy. We'll throw you right there. Actually, no. Leonie. I think Leonie can double. Oh no, actually she doesn't double. Well, it doesn't matter because we should take her. That guy. Oh wow, that's actually decent growth. Like very good growth. Let's see. Alright, get Felix in. No, I said Leonie because Felix can take care of the archers. Leonie, bam.
That takes care of that.
Vulnerary, send that to the convoy. Let's say send it to the coffin. Ow, that was good damage.
Why am I even here?
You could go this way, so that way you could and I do that. And we're going to just kind of move forward ever so slowly. And now Happy's all the way back here, waiting for Violet to show up. Actually hits him. Oh well, no, never mind. Wow, and then dodge.
Let's shake things up.
Yes, you missed. That would have been a lot of damage and actually been painful.
Gotta use your head sometimes.
Come on. Hey, master out of the thief class. So now Anna can steal with little to no repercussions. All you have to do is be faster than your opponent. Alright, so let's move everyone closer here, and we can actually take out this. Yeah, we can't take him out. Cutting Gale. Bam!
What's done is done.
And bam, that does nothing. I say it does nothing, but what I mean is like, oh, it really doesn't matter. Fireball. Alright, you get the kill. Nice. Axe Breaker. Another Vulnerary. With crits, we could take out this guy. I say with crits, and here he doesn't crit, but still takes him out, which is good. And we got a Training Sword. I need to put all our stat boosters in, like, the convoy. I could just, again, dump them all into Violet. Be like the world's strongest professor at, like, level freaking 10 or something. And now I think I'll just do auto battle. Charge. And just like everyone's they're not going to be in range. Is why are you going back? That's what I want to know. Why did Felix go back? So he could get healing? Yeah, everyone's going back. Like, hold the fuck. Why are you going back? Why are you guys going back to the convoy? Like, that makes no sense. I said charge, and everyone goes the like, not everyone, but a lot of people go the opposite way. It's just like, what the frick? Why are you going the opposite way? You're supposed to be charging forward. That's what charge means. Anyways, I'll get the heal. Let's see. But Miklan now, by himself, is only gonna be like, alright, yeah, now we just got more people charging in. Might as well be offensive and get the defeat these brats. Alright. Let's just move forward. Assist. You can assist me. Assist me.
Well done.
Remember that series? We're not going to throw Felix in there because Felix, I believe, would just get annihilated. But we are going to put people like right here so that way we can get like a strong group going because you want to be careful around Heroes Roads.
Thanks.
Now you get the heal off, which is good for us.
So, you think you can take the lance from me, huh? I'll kill you. I'll kill every last one of you!
Every last one of them. Oh, good lord, this man 10. He took 10 damage. Yeah, guess what? If you try to use a relic without having the proper, crest for it, you actually do damage to yourself. But let's see. We can. I can send Constantine to get the kill, but it doesn't really matter because most, if not anything, would take out Miklan. You just gotta be careful of that crit rate. Because, good lord, even gosh dang. Rat Strike will definitely get the kill, so we're just gonna heal so that way we can get more.
Yeah, thanks.
Alright, Yuri, do your thing with Rat Strike. Oh, nothing? Alright. No death cloak? Alright.
Not bad for your kind. A bunch of spoiled, rotten children.
What the hell?
Dad, look at that! I'm out of here! Hold on! No! Ah!
That cannot be good.
That form. Oh my. Is this your first time fighting such a thing?
No.
Then listen well to what I say.
Okay, so we're just gonna go over this real quick, but everything with... Just look at this.
Power has caused them to grow quite large. Their life force is beyond a mortal like yourself. You cannot win unless you fell them twice, or even thrice. Even if you've cornered one, you cannot let your guard down. Those things are even worse when threatened. Can you see that barrier?
It is surrounded by great power. You must break through to fight that thing. A strong attack or gambit might help to break through more quickly. If you can break the barrier, that power will have nowhere else to go, and that will likely cause confusion for that thing. It cannot counter while confused, which means that is the best time to attack. If you break down all of their barriers, not only will they be confused, they will not be able to move for a short while. Without the power flowing around them, they will not be able to restore their barriers. You might even be able to get something from them. They have such might that they will not fear you alone. But a battalion could prove useful on that front. Attack them with a gambit to draw their attention and force them to target you. Be on your guard when they have realized their full power. The damage caused at times like that is not contained to just one spot. Once they have charged some power up, their barriers will be restored. You really must pay close attention to those things. Distract them with a gambit, or just take them down before they can attack. In any case, think carefully before you act. But you should be conquering that thing instead of talking to me. If you're out of questions, get over there and fight!
How do you know all this? Don't worry about
Such
it.
is
Don't
the
worry
fate
about
of
it.
one whose life is corrupted by a crest stone. How pitiable. The least we can do is put an end to his suffering.
Yeah. So these things, you know, demonic beasts, or in this case, black beasts, we already faced them. They're monsters, where they have multiple health bars and all that. They have barriers. Some of them have strong ones, other times they have weak ones. But most of the time you really don't have to worry about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put characters who, basically, are characters with gambits, which is, what, just Violet? Which is, yeah, just Violet, and, Edelgard. Everyone else like, nah, no, not a gambit, bro, it's a gambit. I didn't silence them because their authority level's too low. But they get attacked from a distance, but this time, you missed. So what do you want to do? For us, in case we're going to use our gambit.
It's time.
It's time, come on! Charge! Yeah, and even though they don't have anything, what we did is essentially pissed it off, so to speak. What we're going to do is we're going to use another gambit. And as you can see, it hits behind us, so we're going to do that as well. And the first hit of the gambit is going to break its shield, while the latter hit, anything behind it, only breaks it once. Oh hey, she now has to see a full attack. Alright, so now I can attack from there, attack with Banshee. Banshee actually, I believe, does effective damage. Break that shield, we're gonna use Leone, go over here, break this shield. 1, 2. There we go. We broke its shield, and now it's going to be fairly easy to take out because now you don't have to worry about it, A, retaliating at you with like massive damage and all that, but also it, what else does it do? You're more likely to crit it, so on and so forth, so you just kind of gotta get lucky when it comes to these things. But yeah, it also has multiple HP bars. It's actually not that hard to bring down. We're just gonna rely on wind and hopefully, yeah, the crit, way to go in that. And she got the level up because they gave the black beast, demonic beast, they do a lot of damage. Felix can't go anywhere, so we just kind of have to rely on Felix and Yuri can't go anywhere, so what we're gonna do is just damage. And we're not gonna. Hopefully we don't have to rely on Violet to do it, because this thing's confused right now, so now we don't, now we have to worry about it, but before, even then, like, we don't really have to worry about it. That's the thing. Yeah, it's like, don't worry about it, and you really don't, because it doesn't have a chance to crit, and its chance to retaliate is, of it actually hitting it was pretty low, actually. So, it's like, we can do the Wu down and just get a kill with Fury, but I feel like we should just kind of, like, again, like, weaken it with everyone, so that way we can get more damage and more class experience, and more experience in general, because now Leone is level 16, bam. Alright, so, Annette, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna get another crit, right? I was joking on that, but she did! No! Took him out! I wasn't doing that! Annette is the MVP of this map. 2 crits took out 2 full health bars, essentially.
Goddess, the beast is gone, yet Miklan and the lance remain.
It is done. Let's retrieve the lance and depart at once.
Yeah. Gautier inheritance. Wow, Byleth was still the MVP. And I think that's surely because I took down on all those enemies near the bottom. Most deployed. Again, Lysithea, Ingrid, Sylvain. I would think for this month Sylvain would have to be one of the most deployed.
His form was changed. It was as though that lance was swallowing him whole. Upon that sight, it makes sense that your students were upset. I wonder if those relics truly hide such power. Yet even still, that power seems familiar. That form as well. As one who wields the sword of the Creator, does that mean you possess that power too?
Well, I don't possess that power. I don't want to turn into a giant monster.
The goddess is indeed generous with her divine protection. I have already heard Gilbert's report about what happened. See to it that you keep what transpired at the tower to yourself. People would lose faith in the nobles should rumors spread of one using a relic and transforming into a monster. All regions of Fodlan would fall into chaos. We must avoid that at all costs. Please ensure the students who accompanied you understand that as well. Have I made myself clear? His transformation into a black beast was nothing short of divine punishment from the goddess. Punishment for someone arrogant and foolish enough to use a hero's relic even though they were unworthy and unqualified. If someone without a crest were to wield the relic you possess, they would likely meet the same fate as Miklan. You, however, have been chosen. You are worthy of wielding the sword of the Creator, so there is no need to worry. The Church will formally return the lance to House Gautier, if you would. You have my gratitude. I can see that I was right to trust you with this. Please report back. I will tell you of your new mission for the coming moon at that time.
I assume the Archbishop was pleased with your performance. Did you return the Lance of Ruin?
I wish I did not return it. I did not.
There's no need to lie, Professor. No one could have expected you to disobey the Archbishop. I keep thinking about what Gilbert told us. Yes, Miklan was discarded by his family because he was born without a crest. Eventually, he became a masterful thief and gathered enough ruffians to capture a fortress. Right or wrong, he was a gifted leader. He could have been a great asset to Fodlan. What a waste! It's true that a crest can increase your magical abilities and allow you to wield the full might of a hero's relic. But one cannot measure a leader's worth based solely on whether or not they bear a crest. There are plenty of talented people in this world without one. People believe crests are blessings from the goddess, that they're necessary to maintain order in Fodlan. But the people are wrong. Crests are to blame for this brutal, irrational world we live in. Their power is granted only to a select few, whom we elevate and allow to rule the world. Have you ever wondered if the only way to create a truly free world is to dispense with the goddess and the crests? Do that, and people will have no choice but to rise and fall by their own merits.
Lady Edelgard, I question whether you revealed too much to the Professor.
Perhaps I did.
It is true that our teacher possesses a rare talent. Even I cannot deny it. The ability to wield the sword of the Creator is concerning.
I've already explained this to you. My power alone is insufficient. That's why I'm borrowing power from those people. If our teacher can wield it in my stead, I'd believe that would be for the best.
It's a risk. A dangerous one. You leave me no choice but to take matters into my own hands. Please excuse me.
I can't hide from the truth. I can't do all that I must on my own. If all I can rely on is my own ambition, my path won't be easy. Is it so risky to reach out my hand? Father, I swear I will not stop until I succeed. My regret, my grief, my whole life, I've thrown it all away into the darkness.
Professor, you have done well to complete such a difficult task. You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the hero's relic. Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator. Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Archbishop!
Seteth, what troubles you?
Flane is missing. I cannot find her anywhere. Professor, have you seen Flane recently? I have searched everywhere. Where could she be? She may be in danger. Oh no, 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 what am I to do?
Calm yourself, Seteth. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.